we now get to this piece of news coming in, and this is with regards to what's happened in the national capital, wherein a car ran over people in Alipur area. This happened on the 26th of October following an argument with a bike rider, and those are the visuals playing in front of you. 3 people sustained injuries and were admitted to a hospital. In fact, the accused driver has been arrested and a case has been registered under section 307 of the IPC, which is attempt to murder. Investigations currently underway, but shocking road rage on camera. A car that ran over people in Alipur area following an argument with a bike rider. So suppose the argument, you have this car running over people in Alipur. 3 people have sustained injuries. They're currently undergoing treatment. Priyank is joining us with more details. First up, Priyank, take us through the condition of those who sustained injuries and the latest with regards to the investigations.
See, the accused has been arrested, and there are 3 people who have sustained multiple injuries after this particular vehicle ran over them. The sequence of the incident clearly establishes what could have happened on 26th evening, when this particular car driver first had a verbal altercation with a bike rider who was, riding in front of him. He started honking, and when the bike rider stopped, his vehicle was hit by this particular car. Later to that, both the sides had a verbal altercation, and when the locals and residents started supporting the bike rider, this suspect started beating them, and later on, he sat inside his car and attempted to run over them. There are 3 people who came in between the vehicle and the walls of the adjacent house, and they have sustained serious injuries. What we are getting to know that their condition is stable, but certainly they have sustained multiple fractures of bone after the impact of the vehicle.
Okay, so because of a verbal altercation between those sitting in the car and the bike rider, you're telling us that the car ran over these 3 people who had nothing to do with this fight?
Yes, certainly. The visuals also establishes that. There were only 2 people in the starting sequence of this particular CCTV footage clip, which shows that both of them were talking to each other. There was a heated exchange of words. And within few seconds, when the locals came and they started telling the the car driver, not to be so much abusive because of a minor touch, he deliberately ignored it, and when those locals were going back, they were hit by the the car driver.
And Priyank, you can deliberately see the car take a different direction to run over those 3 people who were perhaps trying to douse the situation.
See, the visuals are clearly showing that the fault lies with this car driver, because first he hit the bike, later on he started abusing the person who was riding the bike. When those locals and few more people came out in support of the bike rider, they were also being beaten up by the suspect. And the suspect was not attempting to leave the location because he was not being attacked, or there were not stones or any sticks being used by those people who came out and who stopped him for misbehaving. But instead of trying to stop and leave the location, he attempted to kill them. So that's a very serious allegation which has also been established with the CCTV footage, following to which the police have filed an FIR, and the accused has been arrested, and hopefully he'll be sent to judicial custody very soon.
Okay, so the accused driver has been arrested, and investigations are currently underway. Anything that the police has shared so far on what has come of the questioning of this accused?
See, the police have given a detailed statement regarding the sequence of incidents. And what police officials are saying that on the basis of footage, they managed to arrest this particular person. Let me go through the statement which has been given by the local police, where they are saying that on 26th, the IO received a call, and when he found the witnesses, the IO, there were no person who was there on the spot. He reached the SRHC hospital in Narela, and there were medical legal certificate which was also taken from there. The vehicle number was identified as the DL11 CC 5771, which was a black color vehicle, and following to which an FIR was filed under the sections of negligent driving and other criminal intent, like 279 and 337 of Indian Penal Code. The FIR was filed, and later on the basis of footage which has been caught by, captured by these the police officials. Section of 307, which is of attempt to murder, was also arrested in this case. Nathan Man, The driver, who was a resident of Alipur itself, was later on arrested, and police is saying that they have
so investigations are on in full swing. Priyank, thank you so much for joining us with all those details. Times Now continues to track that very closely and what the investigations lead up to. For the moment, it's time for us to head into a very quick break. My colleague Meghna joins you on the other side with the top stories.